I had a wonderful day on the first day of the conference, and here I am on the second day. The sounds that you can hear are the actual sound on this video. This is really how it sounds here outside of my hotel, with the birds and all, and with just the occasional passing vehicle. I think it's so wonderful. This is the ASLI ASEAN Eco-Criticism Conference held in the Mei Fa Luang University in Chiang Rai, Thailand. I will link my video of the first day down below. On the second day, we started earlier because there was a walking tour of the botanical garden inside the Mei Fa Luang University campus. It was so hard to book a grab car, and I did not want to be late, so I ended up booking a motorbike instead. Which actually was not so scary, but it was so cold. Temperature in Chiang Rai was around 15 degrees centigrade during the early mornings. Here is my little proof that I really was here. I hardly ever show my face in any of my more than 800 videos on my channel, but I think this occasion deserves my face, or half of it. Just like yesterday, a tram drove us around the campus from the meetup point to the botanical garden. The director of the botanical garden gave us a short but very interesting introduction about this specific garden. This is the medicinal garden, which is part of the entire botanical garden system of the university. While we walked around, she talked to us about specific plants, not only the medicinal properties of the plants, but also the cultural importance of the plants. And this is what I super love about non-Western science. Everything is given cultural value because that is just as important as the scientific value of certain things. So I'm just going to keep the original sound on during this part of the video. This would be my way of sharing the experience with you.
And for these, maybe you know already.
People take fatalajon regularly? Like, was that very common?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, just for something like the pigment first to them. I think it's very useful for us. For this space, for yeah. And then just tell them how about
Oh, the female, male. And then
the meaning that is
But it's like
Maybe the male in the northern, in the ethnic, the ethnic group in the northern, they just the woman.
I know this one.
That he loved them.
Oo,
But
I know this
for the
one.
medicinal plants, yeah, they just for the oh yes, good imagine, and that anything else? A bat. Yeah. We have the some plant that for the male to make a strong white, and for this. You can get about for use of them. Yeah, yeah. Yes, it is.
Area here and has nice paths. And then we meet at 8 here in the parking to go back to the before
Finally to a different area. Ah.
Like, would you meditate or something?
Hindi. But
But for in the Thai culture or the Thai tradition, if you die, you have to climb this path when you die. When you dead,
As a ghost.
Yes.
As a ghost.
They are posing here. Because you are posed the human right. Where you can see about it. The tone of them, they're really sharp. That.
You're supposed to climb the tree when you're dead.
Well, the universe works like magic. I love it.
About the plants here. Because for this, the Lycia is a genus, it's a generic name. For this, just
this is the end of the walking tour of the medicinal garden of the botanical garden system of the Mae Fah Luang University. There are other gardens here like the evolution garden that we passed by, but the entire botanical garden system is so large we could not really cover it all in a single hour. This medicinal garden was a good garden to tour us through because we have just endured the worst parts of COVID, so people are more conscious about medicine and holistic healing. Let me just show you this very beautiful part of the garden where the early morning light hits in the most perfect angle. And this is our little tour group. These are still the same academics that I was with during the first day of the conference. We come from several different countries, which is why you heard a smattering of several foreign languages conversing earlier during the walking tour. Now we are back in the E4 building to continue the conference. Like I said, this is day 2, and there was still a little bit of time left before the conference was scheduled to start at 8:30. So I got myself a hot choco in this little stall here right inside the E4 building. This is my hot choco, and I think by far this is the best cup lid that I have ever seen. And I order hot drinks a lot, almost wherever I go. This lid has that tiny red cover which you can transfer to a different spot when you are drinking your drink, so that you can save that red cover and put it back when you need to cover your drink again. And it is a red heart, functional and cute. There was the keynote lecture, which was very fascinating, and then it was time for the morning refreshments. There was fruits once again, but this time I opted for the coconut pie and the cream bun. And the tea, but this is no longer the jasmine oolong tea. I think this is just oolong. The cream bun is so good, and there were several left over on the buffet table, and I wanted to get another cream bun, but Elaine gave me hers because she doesn't eat sweets. So I was able to have 2 cream buns. This is so good. The panel session that I attended that morning didn't have a friend of mine in it, but I chose this because it was about water. I was really fascinated. Then for lunch, fortunately, I remembered to take a video of the food before I ate everything. The food for the entire conference at the E4 building was perfect, just perfect. After lunch, I got to watch the presentation of my good friend, Ray. He's the one who told me about this conference and encouraged me to submit an abstract and pushed me to actually submit something despite all of my anxiety. His presentation is related to the Agi, and this is very similar to his TED Talk. Yes, he has a TED Talk. I will link the video of his TED Talk in the description box. I think he is fabulous. And then this is my good friend Alex talking about lesbian literature. And this on-site panel was actually quite quick. While Alex was starting to wrap up her presentation, the online presentation of another good friend of mine, Jenny, has already begun. I was honestly torn because I wanted to watch them both, and I did not know how to do that without sacrificing my attention for one over the other. And there was even a third friend's presentation that I could no longer go to at all. But that was out of my control, and I just said, maybe the stars will align. And turns out they did. While Alex was wrapping up, Jenny was just about starting. And I just continued watching Jenny on my laptop with earphones on while the on-site panel was having the question and answer. After that panel session was, of course, the afternoon refreshments. And how can I say no to this again? Can you say no to this? I don't think so. The next part is what has been giving me the most anxiety of the past couple of weeks. It was already my panel scheduled to begin at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. And I only managed to finalize the ending of my paper after 2 days of listening to the presentation of other people and 2 days of having lunch with my friends. Thomas was able to help me. Ray was able to help me. They are awesome. And I knew my paper was decent enough to be presented in front of an audience that included my fellow panel members. They are Dr. Ming Panha from Thailand and Dr. Graham Huggan from the United Kingdom. I have inserted a screen grab of our little group. Our panel talked about the post-colonial Gothic, which is always a dark discussion, but among the 3 of us, we were laughing at the tiniest, silliest things. I will link down below my public Facebook post about the session. But oh my God, you guys, my heart rate was very, very high. This was before the panel session started, and this was after our presentation and when we were about to start the Q&A. By the time we were back in the main hall for the closing ceremonies for the conference, my heart rate went back to normal. I have survived. Right across the street from the E4 building was this pop-up bazaar, which was not here the previous day. I went here with my friends, and let me just show you what we saw.
So it's not like we're all together.
Oreo เรนโบว์แซลมอนแล้วก็มิกซ์ค่ะใช่ค่ะ10 บาทsalad roll salad roll ได้นะคะ
ได้นะครับ 13 บาทครับ
I actually just bought a brownie from here because later on that same night, we had an agreement to have dinner at the night bazaar in Chiang Rai. And this is it. This one with the bags. This is already the Chiang Rai night bazaar.
Nakituloy yung binigay sa atin, di ba? Something like this.
I bought this little pouch as a memento of my visit to Chiang Rai. Later on, I might share what I'll be using it for in maybe a video short. But this is real cross stitch, and I know cross stitch because I do it myself. And finally, dinner. Here is the crowd at the food court, and it seems like a multinational bunch. No spicy.
Man, กุ้งลวกกระดูกโคราชใหญ่ทั้งนั้นเท่าไหร่อ่ะ
I ordered this weird corn and pork dish, which was really so weird. I took maybe 3 forkfuls and gave up. But my friend finished it. She ended up liking it, she said. I also ordered a beef and basil dish with rice, and Ray bought pad thai for everyone. And that's pretty much how the night ended for me. I totally pigged out on food because I was so relieved, so relieved. I'm so glad I came here.